But here the great men, the rich men, the mighty men, the rulers. I saw the dead, small and great, every king that's ruled over England, the caliphs of Baghdad, the Maharajas of India, the multimillionaires, the billionaires. They're all going to stand one day. Can you imagine it? At the judgment seat of Christ, to give an account for the deeds done in the body. Well, of course, if you have a judgment, you must have a judge. At the voice of the Son of God, they're all going to rise and face the eternal judge. What will he be like? There are some dreadful pictures, I think, that have been given by the great masters, so-called. And they've given us pictures of Jesus, but I'll tell you what, it's a very different picture in the Word of God. I believe that the Church of Jesus Christ needs a new revelation of the majesty of God. This is the King of Kings, and He's the Judge of Judges, and it's the Tribunal of Tribunals, and there's no court of appeal after it. The verdict is final. There'll be no biased judgment. The Apostle Paul got a picture of Jesus, not with a lamb in his arms, not like the stained glass windows, where Jesus looks pathetically feminine. And when I hear people singing, "Put your hand in the hand of him that walked on the water," forget it. Or the new song that's now, "Shake hands with Jesus." Listen, when you see Jesus, you're not going up and say, "Hey buddy, I'm glad you died for me." When you see Jesus, you'll be almost paralyzed with fear unless you had a glorified body and a glorified mind. The picture of Jesus here is not the picture of a pathetic individual pushed around by anybody who wants to push him around. I think sometimes we think we're going to march up and say, "Well, you know, Jesus, do you know how many years I served you and how many souls I won for you and how many sermons I preached for you?" Oh, no. Well, what will he be like in heaven? Well, I'll tell you what the book says he'll be like. It says his hair is as white as snow. His feet are like burnished brass. His face is like the sun in its strength. His eyes are living coals of fire. His tongue is a sharp two-edged sword. John, the man who had walked with him and talked with him for 3 years, says that when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. What do you think you and I are going to do?